It is actually true that in the Blender ecosystems, add-ons exist on a spectrum. Some are good, some are bad, and some are excellent. And Bproduction are one of those developers that sets a higher standard for quality and workflow optimization when it comes to their add-ons, which cover topics like landscapes, cityscapes, add-ons about vegetation, trees, and so on, in addition to cities, cars, and even environment assets like clouds, mountains, and so on. But before we continue, I want to remind you guys that we are going through the Black Friday to Cyber Monday sale. So this is a great opportunity to get yourself some of the best add-ons, courses, shaders, you name it, especially on the Blender market, because they are having a big discount of up to 30%, and other developers even more than that. And if you don't know where to start, I have in the description of this video a list of the top Blender add-ons and courses that you will ever need. Without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So let's start with 4 add-ons that focus on building outdoor scenes with vegetation assets. And I would like to start with Vegetation, which handles the smaller elements like shrubs, bushes, and ground plants, including seasonal presets that let you switch between spring, autumn, or winter settings. And these options help you create dynamic outdoor environments with seasonal variety. In a similar fashion, Forestation focuses on large elements, providing a variety of detailed and photo-scanned trees. And as you can see, these trees come with wind animations and seasonal changes, which is important because you won't need new add-ons for each season. On the other hand, you can also take advantage of the GrassBlade add-on, which fills the gap between those trees with over 550 assets ranging from tall grass to weeds. At the same time, you can adjust settings like density, height, and spread, which ensures the landscape looks natural and doesn't feel repetitive. But if your project leans towards indoor spaces or outdoor spaces that need special types of vegetation, Gardener might be the one for you. And it is especially suited for controlled vegetation, like hedges and topiaries. There's always a small possibility that you might not find what you would describe as too exotic plants despite the number of assets, but I think it is unlikely. And using these add-ons can create everything from dense and overgrown forests to carefully organized gardens, which I think gives you a lot of options to make any scene, whether it be in animations, ArcViz, or anything else. Still with environment assets, MountainScapes is another add-on that offers a practical and an effective way to bring rugged mountains into your projects. And honestly, if you create any outdoor scenes, you'll probably need this. The add-on includes over 150 photo-scanned assets like cliffs, boulders, and mountainous formations, optimized for both close-up scenes and large-scale scenes. Generally speaking, this one is really easy to use, and with it you can create different unique terrains. For example, you can create peaceful valleys or towering canyons, and MountainScapes gives you the flexibility to shape your environment without needing any complex sculpting or texturing. Micro-displacement support is another highlight because it allows you to improve the surface detail of low-poly models without adding too much strain on your hardware. And the good thing is that the assets integrate seamlessly with Blender's asset browser, so setting up your scene is as simple as dragging and dropping. And I think this add-on is especially handy for those of you working on outdoor visuals or background environments that need to be believable at least. Away from nature, urban environments can also be challenging to design, especially when it comes to balancing detail and performance. So this add-on called Cityscapes from Bproduction comes with a library of photo-scanned buildings, from tall cityscapes to small homes, so it covers a wide range of different assets of buildings, which helps you throw together city scenes without spending a lot of time, which is the whole point. Each building comes textured in 8K, ensuring they hold up under close-up shots, and the add-on works well with both EV and cycles, which is a good thing, allowing you to maintain performance in dense scenes to a certain point. The fact remains that using 8K textures can always be overwhelming for certain machines, but the add-on is still fit for architectural visualization, animation, or projects where detailed urban backdrops are needed. Talking about urban environments, they are usually crowded with people, but also cars sometimes. So now it's time to talk about Population version 2, the update from the Population add-on that dropped recently. The gist of it is that it gives you the ability to add crowd simulation, and this add-on comes with a library of 3D scanned characters, each with motion captured animations, making it, I think, easy to populate parks, streets, stadiums, or anything of that nature. One of its features that I found pretty handy is the follow curve mode, which lets you guide characters along specific paths, creating nearly natural looking movement patterns, which is required actually if you want to make something interesting and believable. The paint mode is also worth mentioning, allowing you to place individuals precisely where you want them to be using weight painting, and I believe this feature gives you even finer control. And for more irregular surfaces, the On Vertices mode ensures the characters align properly, whether they are on a sloping hill or uneven stairs. And my favorite feature is honestly the shader system, that adds more randomization to the characters rather than just generating clones in the scene. The add-on also includes features to control density and behavior, like making characters look at specific targets or interact with their surroundings. And if you're seeing these vehicles, the Car Transportation add-on has you covered, with a diverse selection of cars, stuff like trucks, buses, and so on. These models are pre-rigged for animation and come in both high poly and low poly versions, making them adaptable for different projects, especially the rigging part, because you don't want to stuck with the hassle of rigging vehicles all the time. So this is a plus, I would say. One of the most helpful tools in this add-on is the snapping feature, which ensures vehicles align properly with surfaces like roads, bridges, or slopes, and this can save you a lot of time compared to manual adjustments. You can also customize the materials so that the vehicles fit nicely into the aesthetics of your specific scene. After creating environments with all the assets you will need, lighting can be one of the most challenging aspects of any 3D project. But with this add-on called Light Studio, you'll be provided with tools like SDR lights, reflectors, and procedural setups to simplify your lighting in your projects. First of all, its interface is friendly, so you won't have to dive into overly technical settings to get the result that you want, which is a good thing. And the provided presets can be a quick starting point for different lighting styles, from soft and diffused to sharp and dramatic. And if you want to experiment, the customizable options let you fine-tune intensity, direction, and color depending on what you need. I actually had fun using Light Studio since it streamlines the creation of light setups. It is also a great tool for learning more about the principles of lighting while working on a real project. Still talking about lighting, we have one of the most important add-ons in the collection of Bproduction, and that is Gobos light textures, which made a lot of noise back when it was released. So adding subtle details to your lighting can elevate your scene. You probably know that already. And this add-on called Gobos light textures focuses on this by simulating patterns of light and shadows. These textures can add an extra layer of depth and mood to your work by adding things like leaves, casting dappled shadows, for example, or window blinds filtering sunlight. The purpose of this tool is actually first of all to save you time and effort, because you don't want to create all those shadows if this tool can provide it for you in just a few clicks. The add-on works well with Blender's light sources, so setting things up doesn't take much effort. You can apply the textures in a short period of time, and you can adjust the parameters like blur and intensity to fit your needs. The good thing is that it is also compatible with both Cycles and Eevee, so you don't have to worry about compatibility issues. And for projects where lighting plays a key role in storytelling, Gobos light textures can be a really handy tool. Moving on to another add-on called Cam Effects, which offers tools to add cinematic effects like depth of field, lens dirt, and bokeh. And these features are really useful for guiding the viewer's focus exactly where you need it in your project. The interface is intuitive from what I can see, making it easy to adjust settings and experiment with different looks. And the add-on helps tie together the visual elements of your project, giving it a cohesive and professional finish. The next add-on is important too, and it is called Potter's Touch and Realistic Touch. Generally speaking, this add-on is great for creating detailed ceramic objects, at the same time offering customizable tools for modeling vases, bowls, and decorative pieces. And the add-on complements this by adding imperfections like scratches, smudges, or dirt, giving your props a more grounded feel. And the add-on works particularly well for interior scenes, as you can imagine, or even close-up renders. Because as you know, on these projects, details are really important. And there you have it, guys. If you are interested in these add-ons from Bproduction, you will find all the necessary links in the description. I hope you guys found this video useful and informative. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe to this channel to receive more videos like this. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.